Adma, namaste everyone, and thank you so much for joining to another session of interview. And in this session, we are so fortunate to have Monica Abad, a senior instructor in Brazil, Portugal, and Andalusia, Spain, with us. She was born in Argentina and she lives in Brazil. She studied psychology and naturopathy. Currently, she is the president of two non-governmental organizations that work actively in social projects in Brazil and Portugal, and she is a senior instructor of the Institute for Inner Studies. Let us all welcome Monica Abad. Hi, Monica. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to say hello to the audience.
Okay, thank you. Namaste to all. I'm very happy to be here. So thank you very much for you and all people.
Thank you. So to begin with, can you just introduce yourself a bit, share about your journey into pranic healing? When did you join and how, like why you joined pranic healing?
Okay, I started Pranic Healing in 1998 in Brazil. Really, I didn't expect to do a Pranic Healing course because I was studying naturopathy.
Yes.
In this career, Pranic Healing was another technique, so it was a surprise for me. And I fall in love in the first moment because I think that it was, I have intuition because I didn't know very well Pranic Healing, but I was sure that it should be something very special for me. I have this insight. So in 2000, I went to Canada to international convention, and when I met Master Choa Koksui. And after that was really something very special in my life. In 2004, I became an instructor in Brazil and Portugal. And since that moment, I spread pranic healing full time. This is my passion and my work. So this is synthesis of my journey.
Fantastic. So, why did you join pranic healing? Was that because you had an ailment or you wanted to heal someone, or you were just curious about like natural healings and alternative complementary therapies?
Well, I started study psychology
Yes.
in university. So I always was very interested to work and to study behavior, human behavior. So this is my purpose. So I was studying different techniques in order to have a complement to psychology. And especially when I studied pranic psychotherapy, that was for me the best. It was something that I was looking for because I was studying parapsychology, different kinds of interpersonal psychology, but pranic psychotherapy was really for me something very, very special. This is my specialty.
Fantastic. Yes, one of my favorite workshops is also pranic psychotherapy. It's really amazing how
Yes.
the techniques work. So, like, it's many years since you started pranic healing. How can you say pranic healing improved your life? Can you share one of your personal healing transformations with us?
Well, one have in different areas of my life, but one of the that I want to share is about my emotional intelligence, because it was a very special tool to apply in myself. And also in my financial life, because one of the special things in Pranic Healing school is the balance between our practical life, our prosperity life, and the spirituality. So it was very important for me, this aspect. But have a lot of aspects. I mean, I developed my intuition. I became more exciting and motivated to help others to practice tithing or to have a voluntary work, and was really very, very important for me, this aspect.
Fantastic. So you said financially, did you do like healing on yourself, on the chakras, like basic chakra, ajna chakra, and things like that to improve your finances, or just practicing the teachings and the tithing and meditations naturally brought about like financial healings?
Well, I think that we have a lot of tools, and
Yes, you
I
do.
use practically most of them. You know, I try to identify in my chakras where the blockage, and to understand, and also to know more, to know, have knowledge myself. I mean, to understand not only my weakness but also my talents, in order to
Yes.
explore them, to have more prosperity. But you know, in my when I was in Argentina, when I was young, you know, I have not a very good relationship with money. So
Mhm.
this is something that I heal. You know, oh, not I heal. I am healing. I am yet healing, but I'm better now.
Fantastic. And like you have been working as a full-time pranic healer for years. What is your advice for pranic healers who have their different professions? They have a job, but they want to start pranic healing professionally.
Well, this is very good question, because I was accompanying a lot of people that wanted,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people, students that wanted to become pranic healers as professional. And you know, I'm very optimist, but I'm realist. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I remember Master Tuacoxi once say, he said, you cannot let your good job, for just to heal 2 3 person a week. You have to. So
True.
on beginning it's hard, because you cannot let your job, but you have to work a lot, because you have to do both.
True.
But one thing very important is, even as instructor, on beginning you have to be patient, because sometimes you have no a lot of students or a lot of patients, and you feel impatient, and you feel frustration. And always say, if you have few people, work with them as you have 100.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lose your excitement, don't lose your motivation, because they are trust you. So they deserve you work with them as they were 100. And these people will be satisfied. Then they can mouth to mouth show you some people, or come with you people that they need also to be healed, or even to attend the courses. So this is very important. I think this is one of the things that I used to tell them. And of course, study the protocols, study all that you can study. I mean, anatomy, physiology, and especially to be very lovely.
Mm-hmm.
This is the key. Because if you are a very intelligent person, and you have a very good intellectual development, it's okay, it's very important. But the magnetic that you can have, what attract people, is your love. This is very important.
Yes, fantastic. I also like recall one of the most important things that bring customers is word of mouth, like based on my experience also. So as you said, if you are cordial, if you're courteous, if you are kind, loving, and as you said, really take care of people, even if they are not like that many, but still you have your enthusiasm, that one person can bring a lot of customers. That is true. But like some people, when they want to start pranic healing professionally, there is a lot of fear and also like doubt if they can attract customers, if they can make it successful. I remember also before starting Prana World, I had a lot of doubt and fear myself. And Master Daphne like talked to me and said like, don't afraid, just do it. And so we made it happen. But like, how do you what is your advice? How do you identify the blockages? How do you identify these fears and doubts and that interfere with attracting customers? How do you identify and remove them?
Well, in pranic healing we have many tools. We have a lot
Yes.
of tools. I mean, One of them is scanning, for example. We can do self-healing, trying to scanning, especially all the psychological function of the chakras. So you can feel if you have no enough self-esteem in your solar plexus, for example, maybe you have to develop more creativity, or maybe you need to ground more, so you can scan your basic chakra. You maybe you need more intuition, or I think it's important self-scanning. This is very important. Also, I think it's important to practice purification in order to desblock it, or these weaknesses, or the things that you need to. Because when you practice purification, even the five virtues, you can have also better self accurate perception.
Yes.
So your self knowledge is improved. So you can understand, you observe your habits, or if you have some addiction or some weakness that you need to remove, and this is help a lot you in order to improve your performance as when I start Pranic Healing, we have no social media. So we have to wear masks, we have no choice. But even now, I think this is one of the best, because I feel that when I do lectures, and it's very important when I do lectures, for example, to try to observe the public, the profile, and give them what they need, not what I want to talk about. This is very important, because sometimes you have different profiles and what they need. This is important, not what I wanted to talk about. So, and even social media is good, it's institutional marketing, it's okay. I have many people that comes from the website, but mouse to mouse, to be in touch with people is a very, very important organic growing.
Yes, and like as you said, listening is very important. Listening even with the heart, and be sensitive to see what the people need, because when you talk in that language, they will understand. And like you are one of the pioneers of starting pranic healing back in like 1990s. So, did you start alone, or did you have a group? Or if you started alone, how did you attract the group to help you promote pranic
Well,
healing?
I have very particular history because I live in a small town.
Yes.
It's just 30,000 people. I
Oh.
was at the moment the only pranic healer. I have no my instructors close, so I have to be self-didactic. So I have to research and to try to find, by myself, because I have nobody. So I start with the first group in March of 2004, the first group of students. And they are still until now with me, accompanied during these 20 years.
Fantastic.
So it was not easy, but it's good because now I try to be, to accompany the students, because I know how was not have my instructor close to ask something. So I try to accompany them. Most of them have my WhatsApp, Sometimes it's not easy, but it's good, because we have a good connection,
Fantastic.
and
Like
I
you,
can nurture them.
there must be a lot of love and nurturing that they all stayed with you since 2004. And like I think that
Yes,
the practices that you did, maybe the energy attracted like the right people, and that should be very important, I guess.
yes, yes.
Okay, fantastic. So, when starting pranic healing as a profession, how do you publicize your work? Like, um, especially when you didn't have any social media, like how did you really started to promote it and get customers? What is your advice to people who want to start pranic healing as their profession now?
Well, I have two ways that it was very works for me. Lectures. for me was okay, especially talk about pranic healing in general, and also to talk about some special topics. I mean that things that this group were interested in. And nature for me was okay, also have good results. And meditation groups. This is very good because twin heart meditation touches so deep in people that you don't need to explain anything. It's very easy to attract people through twin heart meditation. So this is another work. But I also I like to communicate. I talk a lot, so I do lives, and after social media I try to work on. It was it's challenging for me because my body is 67 years old, so I belong to a generation that it's very challenging for us to work on with the social media, and but in the pandemic I have no choice. I have to continue. If I wanted to continue, I have to learn. And my daughter and my son were very patient with me, so it was good.
Fantastic. Do you do any energy work? Like before you start open any country or area, what are the energy work that you do?
Sorry, could you repeat?
What is the energy work like? Do you do Kriya Shakti, blessing the place? Like, what are the energy work that you do beside the physical work, such as lectures and meditation sessions? Is there any preparation or energy work that you do prior to opening up a certain area? Like you teach in Brazil and Portugal and Spain. So, what are the practices or techniques that you suggest people doing before starting or promotions or physical work?
Well, Kriya Shakti, of course, is very, very good. It's really a very powerful technique. I do, especially when I start in a place. And always I try to, when even it's a few people, a small group, I try to identify who was the person who has the profile to become my organizer. I like to in the courses. Always I look at the person, and even today I have a course, a basic course. I am in Portugal now, and one of the person in a new city that I didn't know before, I told to her, "Hey, are you interested?" "Oh yes, of course. I will train her next week." So it's good to identify people with a profile to be an organizer, dynamic people, prosperous people. Even they are not so prosperous, sometimes you can help them to be in order to support their works also. Kriya Shakti is very good, and always bless a lot, and clean the energetic space in order to attract more people. And this is what I do.
Amazing. So, like throughout all these years, can you share a memorial experience or a moment when you saw Pranic Healing significantly impacted someone else's life? One of your patients or one of your students, one story that you saw Pranic Healing really impacted someone?
Well, this is difficult to choose one because I was working for a long time, and I do many healings. Even I teach, but I continue doing healings. Probably was a young woman who came to the office. She was very sad because she has to do a surgery in order to remove the organs because she has cancer in the reproductive organs. And she was very frustrated because she wanted to be mother, to have a baby. So we have no. I am in Portugal sometimes 1 week, 1 month and a half, no more. So we have no time to do and have a very intense schedule. But I did just 4 or 5 sessions. I don't remember exactly, but it was like this. So I tell her, okay, try to do a test in order to see if something is better, maybe it's not necessary to remove and all that. Yeah, after 10 days, my organizer called me and said that she has no more cancer cells.
Wow.
And 1 year later, she had a baby.
Amazing.
So it was very, very nice because she was very young, and was a very, very special experience for me.
That is really touching to see someone, especially like to be able to deliver a baby. That is really touching. Like, thanks to Master Chokoksu, it's really amazing to see all these miracles. Amazing. So when you do, like, first of all, do you think doing a lot of healing is important for you as an instructor? Like, because some instructors might not do a lot of healing, but do you think doing a lot of healing as an instructor is also very important?
Yes, it's very important. Very important because I know that I work in 3 countries, so practically all the weekends I teach. So during the week I do healings, but it's very important because during the course I like to share some illustrative examples. And this is very important because this experience make people. Sometimes people say, "I remember when you shared that healing that so I apply this technique," or because sometimes people have difficulties to choose the properly technique or how to apply because you have to use the creativity. It's like a medical doctor; they learn a lot of techniques, but you have to combine the techniques. We have many techniques in Pranic Healing. We have a lot of techniques. So it's not just to apply a specific protocol. It's good to combine different tools, different techniques or protocols in order to have success.
Amazing. And also, I guess it gives you confidence because you have the experience. So, like, it's teaching through the experience. And that brings me to the next question, which is how important is to identify the causes of ailments and to study the protocols when doing healings?
Well, this is very important because you have to have an holistic approach. I mean, to understand that everything is connected. So you understand that maybe the cause is an emotional area, or maybe it's in a spiritual. It's very important because you cannot just apply the protocol that you have in the book. You have also to try to understand the causes, the origin. Maybe you have to use your creativity, your intuition, your discernment in order to understand that maybe you have to work on the causes as you work on the consequence. So
yes, that is very true.
Master teaches a lot of ways of understanding. I mean, for example, in the spiritual, sometimes we have to talk about karma. We have to understand that. We have to explain to the people in a very simple way because not all the people are prepared to understand that. But it's important to try to identify really the cause. And also, not only because Master guide us to alleviate the suffering of the humanity, but also to raise the consciousness. So if you just work on the healing, people are every time call you to do heal, but they are not developing, they are not evolving. So it's very important. That's the reason because most of the patients go to take pranic healing courses. I guide them to do that because they have to heal themselves, they have to heal others, they have to evolve spiritually because pranic healing is a bridge to spirituality. So we have to apply this in our treatments also.
Yes, amazing. And Master Shakoksu has already explained the causes of ailments that we can use to identify. Very true. Now, what is your favorite pranic healing technique or meditation? and why?
This is a difficult
I know it's
question.
hard to choose, but
I know
if you
all.
just had one
I like
option.
all. I like all. But I know I have to choose well. Well, my favorite techniques, I told you, pranic psychotherapy.
Yes.
My favorite meditation is meditation of the soul, the bluebird meditation.
Yeah.
I love. I have a specially version with violin, and it's so special for me. It's very because one of the important thing of Master Choa Sui school is that we have a philosophy approach, knowledge, but everything is connected in link with the technique.
Yeah.
So the meditation of the soul is very special, but I have experience 2 weeks ago because I have to move. I live in my house during 30 years, and I have to move. I sold my house. Was very strong
Hectic.
experience. Yeah, hard. And in the moment I was confused because I have to do many things, and I take a bath and I do meditation on the soul, and everything was so clear, so clear. I move, I organize my things, I have good ideas about what I do. So my mind was very clear, and I'm very, very happy. This is a special technique.
Amazing. Pranic Healing is really amazing because different people, when you ask them what meditation they like, each person has a different, meditation to choose, and all of them are wonderful, are amazing, and they all have like many different impacts on us. So as the last words, what is the best advice you have received in life, and what is the best advice you can give to the listeners of the session?
Well, maybe this was from Master Chokok because I like very much when Master say the secret is in your heart.
Yeah.
This is something that for me is very important because the heart is to link with a higher consciousness.
Yeah.
So make me to be more intuitive, more wise, and more loving kindness, and this make facilitate my life.
That's really amazing you said that, because that sentence is what I have on my WhatsApp. The secret is in your heart. Yes.
In my also. Oh,
Amazing.
that's
Yes,
nice.
that sentence really touches my heart. The secret is in your heart.
Yes. Wow,
And
that's
also there
nice.
is one more thing he says, that this, if I remember correctly, the soul evolves by giving, not by accumulating. That is something also that really touches my heart. It's like how much you give, not like what you accumulate. So it's really, really touching.
Yes, of course.
Amazing. So happy to have you with us today. And we hope that everyone who is listening to this interview, they use your advice, they use your knowledge and experience in starting pranic healing as their profession, and don't get disappointed if they have not like enough customers in the beginning, and put their heart and soul into that. Even with few customers that they may have in the beginning, do energy work and bless, and all those customers will bring a lot more people based on your experience and my experience as well. Thank you so much. And if you want to give any last words to the people, and then we will finish the session.
Okay, I'm very happy to be here with all of you. I'm I thank you very much, the Institute for Inner Studies, because I'm very, very happy to belong to this special institution, and very, very happy to share with you, Henga. This is the second time we are in the event. We were in Manila in 2017, yeah. I remember. So I'm very happy because I feel a very good connection with you. So thank you very much, with very respect and love.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, everyone. And we look forward to have you again for more sessions. Atma Namaste. Bye.